first welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Get it. See, I still got me in Madden.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On second down, here's Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on third down, Watson, flush to his right.
Let's go.
User. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Let's go.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
Why did I went bad? So he went forward. He a beast.
He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Breeze
now. And this is
oh my fucking goodness, dog.
By Andre Howe.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup.
Ran. That was my fucking fault.
On this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
But the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. It was the first time that two AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the two of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and end up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning.
Come on, bro.
The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
But as you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete here on third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Good kid. Good kid.
Nice special team
nice kid. Nice kid. Respect.
At the 7-yard line. Well, Charles, a little bit earlier you were talking about the first time that the Saints and Eagles met up earlier this season as we think about their upcoming playoff game, which you will be calling, by the way. But 48-7 was the final in Week 11. What are the keys in this upcoming game?
Well, for New Orleans, an intact offensive line would be a great start. They were dinged up a little bit down the stretch. Their ability to run the football with Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, allows Drew Brees to make those throws downfield to guys like Mike Thomas and make the big plays.
Look at that hole, bro. Oh, hit that hole.
Their ability to pressure Nick Foles will
Welcome to the screen. Oh, you new? Hit that subscribe button. We bring you different kind of games. Turn it up. Let's get it. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's how you hit that hole, bro.
21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's Arnold. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a first down.
Your offensive line.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Brees on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes the Texans now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson.
Me.
Oh, this is taken. It's complete.
Good way.
31.
Oh my goodness, man.
You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm is starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to throw, Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there.
I knew he was going there, dog.
Free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Then he finds his man Griffin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Dang, was wide the hell open.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And
he got it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The dangerous Hill now to return. They broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Good
They
cut.
begin on the ground with
Come here.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Brees to throw on 2nd down. This is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops just a few yards shy
God,
of
they got him.
midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Now that we sit in the postseason, let's talk about some of these awards we've been hitting on all year, Charles. MVP, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback at Kansas City, Drew Brees, quarterback New Orleans, and Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams. I ultimately think that Mahomes wins this award. I think he distanced himself late in the season from Brees, and it's hard for a defender.
And that's caught inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Watson on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And he's going to
right, bro.
Picked off near the 26. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at that. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Richmond.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Watson on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Richmond. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is going to...
Oh, my God, bro.
For a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
Let's go.
They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Breeze. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary.
Oh my fucking goodness, dog.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the
oh my God, bro. This one will catch every fucking thing.
That one goes for 36 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high
mean, bro.
that we're seeing from
look at that. Burned him.
Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 27 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He juked him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot.
That was good, y'all. Yeah. Tough game.
10-yard pickup and it moves the chains.
It's all good. At least, hey, I'm like this. Win, I lose. If I'm down, I'm not quitting. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you trying to do a YouTube channel, I'll subscribe to you. That's fine. Let's get it. Come on, Camaro. Let's go.
Absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On the ground, Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Easy.
Come on, Breeze.
He throws and he hits the
Thomas.
to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze now on first down. And now
get the fuck out of here, dog. That's gay.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Come on.
That complete to Lamar Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Not
I need
totally
a pick,
yet,
man.
but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson.
Oh my God, look at that opening, man.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling.
Yeah, we know.
Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Oh my God, bruh.
Interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And with that last play, he's now up over
I'm
that
making
300
excuses. I'm
yard
gonna
mark.
get back on man.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
That's over.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One final try here for Breeze. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Well, thank y'all for subscribing to me. Up to 10 subscribers. That's what's up. Hey, like I say, my goal is hitting 100 subscribers. I know I can do it. No, it ain't about me. It's about us coming up. So, you know, hey, game praise. You know, I took a L. But like I say, I ain't quitting. Shout out to him. Good game. It happens. Hey, running games straight. Like, hell. That's good.
So what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. So you get money. Quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, run the gate. For the money, only green is the green. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death. Forever take your neck.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah,
hey, what's good, y'all? Thanks for watching.
Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis, and then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting to Adrian Peterson, the defense's fear.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnson. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid game.
Come on, defense, man.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know.
Come on, bruh.
I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They give it to Peterson.
Come on, defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Redeem myself.
Out to kick it away.
Let's go, man.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Give me block, give me block.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You're new to the screen, you know, hit that subscribe button. You know, turn on with me. You know.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10.
All right, come on now. Let's get it.
From the shotgun.
Oh my God, yeah.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, turn up, bro.
One tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, big boys, let's go.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. He'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Let's go.
To throw is Prescott. Buying time to his left.
Come on. Oh, come on.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here.
Oh my goodness, that was first down.
Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Dang, that jump was open, bro. All you needed. Bro, that pissed me off. Excuse me.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
We're coming up. We're coming up.
Oh, yeah. Man open. It's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Oh, yeah.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Facts.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I should have changed the play. I seen it.
On the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give to Elliott.
Come on, bro.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Listen.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's taken down. Preston Smith.
That's why I hate that play, bro.
For a loss of 8.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
Yeah, what is it?
He's a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Prescott. And incomplete. The
God, bro.
room free and brings up 4th down.
I'll take the three, man.
Two catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Johnson now throwing on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed.
Took my man out for him, and that was all me.
The 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson.
Ain't going nowhere.
Play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Johnson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route.
I always do that.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down.
Appreciate it.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, the All-Pro team was announced a Friday before the playoffs started. Aaron Donald, the only unanimous choice. Let's see, the Chiefs had 4, Bears had 4. What stuck out to you about the All-Pro team?
Well, it's such a great year for Drew Brees at quarterback for New Orleans, the #1 seed in the NFC. Yet he's only 2nd team All-Pro because Patrick Mahomes had a magical season in Kansas City and deserved to be the #1 guy. How about the Chicago Bears going from worst to first in the NFC North? 4 players making the All-Pro team led by Khalil Mack. And then when you're talking about rookies, the Colts had 2 that made it in Quentin Nelson, their offensive guard, and Darius Leonard, their linebacker.
The give is to Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL.
Fast, I get the ball back. How was your day?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Oh, yeah. Good hold. Oh, my goodness. That was a good hold.
42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Oh my God, bro.
Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, a big story, as it always is come January. Head coaching changes around the NFL. If you count the situations in Cleveland, in Green Bay, that's 8 openings all told.
And that's about the number people were starting to predict somewhere around mid-season. I think out of all of them, the Marvin Lewis situation in Cincinnati, he had been there for 16 years. Many thought he might stay, but it seemed like it was a mutual deal where he decided to step down. But out of all of them, there may be 1 or 2 that may recirculate within the league and be a head coach at another spot.
Tough for Steve Wilks after just 1 season to be let go.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often in this league. He was the unfortunate recipient of way too many injuries on his team. Never got a chance to get off the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Johnson throwing again. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run with Peterson.
Oh my God, but they can't hit.
For a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away.
Let's
Fielded
go,
about a yard
man.
deep. And now here come the Cowboys. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, sleek.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Elliott.
Come here. Oh.
Powers past him at midfield.
There we go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Swing on the field, right. To the right.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Prescott.
Oh my God, bro. I'm waiting till he made that route.
37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, while we have a second, let's look ahead to the divisional round of the AFC. Of course, Indianapolis and Kansas City kicking things off. And Charles, the Colts 4-0 all-time versus KC in the playoffs. They're becoming a pretty trendy pick.
They really are, and a lot of it is because of the strength of their offensive and defensive lines, not to mention how Andrew Luck is playing in his comeback season here in 2018. But Kansas City, the #1 seed, they're seeking to break that trend of losing games in the playoffs at home that they shouldn't. This is another opportunity with Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
Speaking of losing games in the playoffs, Phillip Rivers and the Chargers 0-7, including the playoffs against New England with Tom Brady at quarterback. Can they stem the tide?
This is their opportunity. No better chance for the Chargers to get it done. As I always say to you, if not now, Chargers, when? Even though it is going to New England.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Johnson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Fighting him off. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's
yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they?
All right, let's score.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. Back to the air on 2nd down. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4.
Come on, Dallas, man.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Peterson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Johnson now to throw on second down. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. First down, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to, and this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the game-sealing play from Josh Norman. What a big one that was.
He's a guy that loves being the center of attention, and I think to play that position, you have to have that feeling, because oftentimes you will be isolated out there against some of the best the game has to offer. And how about him finishing off this one with a game-clinching interception?
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Check, watch the 4, watch the 4. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Boy, I can't believe it, man. Feeling gone, man. All right.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles, I'm Brandon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
No introduction really necessary.